imagine that this ball is our world. It has many different languages, religions, and countries. And this bowl is a melting pot, a country or place where things come together. So, what will happen if we pour this liquid into our melting pot? Will the particles stay separate? As you can see, at first the particles do stay separate and floating, but as you give them more time, they start to blend and even form a new color. So, does that mean that over time, people from different cultures can come together and blend? Our school is just like this melting pot. We come together from over 30 different countries. Multiculturalism is a phenomenon in which a society deals with cultural diversity. It assumes that the society benefits from increased diversity through the coexistence of many cultures. At our school, many cultures coexist as well. But have we formed our own unique culture? I decided to research what exactly makes up a culture. According to Sociology Brief Edition by Stephen E. Barkin, there are two types of culture: non-material and material. The non-material culture includes symbols, language, norms, rituals, values, and belief. And the material culture includes artifacts. So let's start from our first point: symbols. There are two types of symbols: nonverbal gestures and objects. Nonverbal gestures are the things we use to communicate without speech. Different cultures understand the same gestures differently. For example, in most European countries, we nod our head back and forth to say yes, and left to right to say no. But in Bulgaria, it is the opposite way around, which can get many people confused. And the second category of symbols are objects, such as flags, coat of arms, and religious symbols. At our school, we have many of our own symbols, such as our school logo, our student council logo, and even our school motto: we are one, but many. That's a tick for symbols. Next point is language. Language is the key element of culture. It includes spoken and written language. Though all of us have different native languages, we still use one common language to communicate with. I decided to ask students and teachers about what language they think we use at school to communicate most often, and this is what they had to say.
English.
English. English.
English, of course. What language do you speak? So what language do we speak? Who does?
As you can see, we do use one common language to communicate with. Tick for language. Our next point is norms. When we talk about norms, we usually mean what is seen as acceptable in a certain culture. At our school, we have a school life book, a student council constitution, and even a student handbook that can all show students what behavior is accepted and encouraged. Ticks for norms. Our next point is rituals. When we talk about rituals, we can include traditional habits, holidays, and cultural holidays. At our school, we have many norms as well. Many rituals as well, such as honor roll ceremony, flag bearing ceremonies, merit sales, or pledges. Tick for rituals. Our next 2 points are values and beliefs. When we talk about values and beliefs, we mean what is seen as good and right in a certain culture. At our school, we definitely have our own values and beliefs. They align with the Christian education and biblical principles, the 90 character traits that we learn to train in ourselves through our curriculum, and the work ethic that we acquire through student council projects. I decided to ask students what character traits have they trained in themselves through their paces, and this is what they had to say.
Resourceful, merciful.
Tick for values and beliefs. And our last point is artifacts. Artifacts are objects, things, architectural items, or even works of art that a culture can produce. At our school, we have our own merch and the school uniform. Tick for artifacts. I may now say that we definitely have our own unique culture. There's something so special about different people being able to unite under one roof. Multiculturalism doesn't divide us, it unites us. As Susie Kassem, an American Egyptian poet, once said, "We are one, but many."
We are one, but many.
We are one, but many.
We are one, but many.
We are one, but many.